In a small town somewhere in Italy, an old cotton factory has been abandoned for 40 years. Once known for its high-quality cotton processing, modern machinery, and the careful production of handkerchiefs, bed linens, and kitchen textiles, until it was forced to close due to rising costs and increasing global competition. Join us as we explore this truly unique lost place. The site is difficult to access due to a flowing stream, old stone walls, and very dense vegetation, requiring some climbing and balancing skills. Thorn bushes and overgrown underbrush make the outer parts of the area nearly impenetrable. The factory was founded in 1904 by Giovanni L. During a time of industrial growth, a modern operation emerged that quickly became an important employer in the region. The location for the factory was chosen deliberately. The proximity to a watercourse, ample space for construction, and the availability of local labor made the site ideal for establishing a modern textile factory. Many of the old textile machines were left behind after the factory's bankruptcy in 1984, offering insight into the textile manufacturing of that era. They are spread across different sections of the building, each clearly assigned to a specific stage of production. This part of the building was dedicated to dyeing and finishing. At its center, a complete processing line remains, once used to treat and refine fabric step by step. The first section of the processing line was the foulard, a typical machine used in textile finishing. Here, the fabric was guided through several consecutive baths containing dye or other liquid treatments, such as finishing agents or chemical solutions. It passed over multiple rollers that ensured an even and continuous flow through the liquids. Afterwards, the fabric was squeezed between press rollers to remove excess liquid before moving on to the next stage of the production line. The second section of the processing line was the stenter, a so-called stretching frame. Here, the still moist fabric was clamped along its edges into chains with clips and guided through the machine under tension. During this process, the fabric was dried and fixed to its precise dimensions, an important step to prevent distortion or shrinkage. The stenter thus prepared the fabric for the next steps in production, especially for the calendar, which provided the final finishing. At the end of the processing line is the calendar, a machine used for the mechanical finishing of textiles. The fabric is guided between heated rollers, which apply pressure to smooth, compress, and stabilize the surface, ideal for products like handkerchiefs, kitchen, and bed linens. After calendaring, the fabric is wound onto a large roll, ready for the next steps such as cutting, hemming, folding, or packaging. Surrounding the main processing line are additional machines, including standalone foulards, calendars, and other textile finishing units that were not part of an automated system but operated individually. The factory had its own steam-based power plant, which supplied the entire production with process heat, especially steam, which was essential for many textile finishing steps. The generated steam was used for foulards, dryers, stentors, and calendars, wherever heat was needed for dyeing, drying, fixing, or smoothing the fabrics. At the heart of the system was a brick-built boiler room, with characteristic curved pipework. Inside, steam was produced by burning oil or gas, then distributed through a network of pipes to the various sections of the production line. In a separate section of the building, machines were specifically designed for drying, sorting, and quality control of the produced fabric handkerchiefs. Conveyor systems, hot air dryers, and mechanical sorting units suggest a well-organized finishing line, likely the final stage before packaging. A well-equipped workshop was also part of the site, typical for textile factories of that era. It was used to maintain machinery, repair worn parts, and keep specialized tools ready to ensure smooth production. In-house maintenance made the factory more self-sufficient and was an essential part of daily operations. This room was likely used for the final processing and preparation of textiles before they were sent to market. Fabrics were inspected, cut, ironed, sewn, and packaged here. All steps that required a considerable amount of manual work. This motorized cutting machine was used to precisely cut fabric into uniform formats, likely for handkerchiefs or other small textile items. The room housed several Singer industrial sewing machines, likely used for hemming, repairs, or manual processing of small batches, wherever automated processes reached their limits. In the former finished goods warehouse, where products once awaited shipment, thousands of cotton handkerchiefs still remain, some still sealed in their original packaging. Even after nearly 4 decades, many of them are remarkably well preserved as if production had only recently come to a halt.
Generatoren.
In the basement of the facility, there's an older generator with a belt drive and control panel. It's unclear whether it served solely as an emergency power supply or was used more regularly for in-house electricity generation. Like many European textile companies, this factory came under increasing economic pressure during the 1980s. Growing competition from low-cost producers in Asia, shrinking markets, and a profound structural shift in the industry ultimately led to its insolvency. Despite having modern machinery and a specialized production line, the company could no longer remain competitive. Operations came to a halt, leaving behind buildings, machines, and silent traces of a vanished industrial era.